to be a black man, you're always, to be a black person in general, especially a black man, you're always in a rage.
Automatically people assume that you're a thug, that you're
being a student of life that can't afford to get the wrong answer.
I'm enslaved. I am a slave.
I am a victim. I'm not human.
All right. Click.
You have the right to remain silent.
well, it's infuriating. I mean, it's definitely it gets you agitated. It makes you angry that people judge you automatically based off of not even knowing you, based off how you look or what they hear about your culture without knowing.
Anything you say or do at this point will not really matter because your skin color has already confessed to the crime.
All right. Looking at me like, oh, you just, nah. You know what I mean? Oh, he shot and killed this dude because he was playing rap music. That was a scar. You know, so them crackers are still out here. They trying to find different ways to get as slaves like me.
You have the right to an attorney who will try his hardest to see that justice is served, but a jury of your peers, aka our attorneys, will have him outmatched 12-1. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you free of charge because he is also on our payroll.
I can remember going to juvenile hall over 15 times, and I've only committed actually 3 crimes.
Do you understand these rights as they have been read to you? Whoa, don't move. I see you reaching for your 9mm wallet. I see you reaching for your .38 caliber inhaler. Whoa, I said don't move. Stop breathing.
At least how you go to jail and stay there for long periods of time, and how these corporations and judges have power over you. And like I said, my family wasn't in a position to even combat that.
They heard that the Lord God will never put too much on them than they can bear, but they are wondering, who told the Lord God that they could bear this much? Who told the Lord God that they could hurt this much? Who told the Lord God that they could feel this much pain and still survive? But they still survive.
Experiencing racism was a trauma for me as a young man coming from a predominantly black country, coming to the United States. While I came to a city that had black people, I went to a school in high school that was white, and of course you saw the difference and the reminder of who you were. So I think that was traumatic for me more so than anything else.
Just certain situations like that just made me as a man that I am today in America. You know, I don't have no friends. You know, Josh got killed. You know, he got killed in Phoenix, Arizona on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So I don't have no friends that was really from a childhood that stayed all night. You know what I mean? A childhood friend.
How did that make you feel when he died? When you heard he died?
It's lonely because I know for a fact that I'm gonna have to be by myself for the rest of my life. Like I can't trust no new person. You know what I mean? I'm coming from a family that's so weak.
Yeah, one of the things that generally is unspoken is suicide amongst black men and black boys, and yet it's become a highly, well, in terms of my own life, sometimes I feel like it would be better for me just to get in my car, and sometimes I even imagine just getting in my car and driving as fast as I can and flying off a cliff just to be free. Like I correlate that freedom of just flying with, even though it might lead to my potential death, with freedom. And this is one of the reasons in dealing with suicide and battling with suicide that I got into counseling.
All I wanted was attention. And it didn't matter how many stages I blazed, because through all the applause and all of the praise, nobody ever stopped to ask me if I was okay. Like, they never asked me if I was okay. Because if they would have asked, I would have told them no. I'm not okay. I would have told them that I haven't slept in days. I would have told them that I'm afraid. I'm afraid that all I will be remembered as is the nigga who should have been great, who could have been great, who would have been great, but they don't put shoulda, coulda, wouldas on gravestones. I would have told them that I cannot live up to people's expectations of me, but that never stops them from expecting it. I would have told them that I want to quit so badly. I want to quit being responsible for anybody's happiness other than my own.
I survived. I learned how to navigate a path that I haven't seen someone navigate, so other people won't have to do the shit I have to.
I would have told them that the tears of men get laughed at. So I've been crying on the inside for 21 years, and I think that the tears are finally about to drown me. I wrote this piece with a rope tied around my neck, with tears in my eyes, my heart ready to jump out of my chest to save itself from breaking, and I'm standing on a chair. My life is flashing before my eyes. And
I think of Iceman, I think of what is his name, Redman, I think of this dude, what's his name, Baby L. You won't know none of these. These are not rappers. These are, I think of people that I didn't been locked up with, that we grew up in the system together, and they got out and took their life, or they took their life in there, and they got out, and what I mean by taking their life, not necessarily suicide. I've seen some suicide of my friends, but they get out and it's like, I'm about to get rich or die trying physically. Like, I have no fear of nothing. I hate you cops, and I hate this system so much that, I'm going out, guns up, gun blazing. It is what it is. And that's like very suicidal thought. Like, that's a very, not thought, that was a very suicidal behavior. That's very suicidal behavior to want to die at the hands of a cop.
T-shirts become donated clothing to the homeless.
Mercy.
The fallen tears have caused a few extra weeds to grow in the street where his body was. The mud-stained teddy bears now clutch blood-stained roses in his father's memory, in his brother's memory, in his son's memory. The church house music turns stoops and front porches into church pews, where the street light is the curfew and the gospel of the good Lord Almighty is the only good news that this hood has heard in a very long time. Where grandmother's prayers make sure that stray bullets stay stray. Grandmother's prayers make sure that her sons come home from war each night with no bullets in their bodies. Grandmother's prayers make sure the devil stays away from her daughters in the form of bad men, in the form of madmen, in the form of black men. Because she knows that the devil don't always wear Prada, so she prays that the devil keeps his true religion out of his daughter's jeans, where the gunshots, police sirens, and blood-curdling screams are the sweet sounds of serenity that keep us to sleep at night. We sleep, we mourn, we grieve, we rise.
Black men that are not here yet, what would you tell them?
If I was to whisper into the ear of a black child,
Of the generation.
Of a generation. Of a generation,
Yes.
I would say simple: know yourself, know your history, and know that you can accomplish whatever you choose. You are more than what they've told you you are. When you look at who you are, you have given this earth the foundation that it stands on. You are great. You are powerful. God have chosen you in this time to come forward and to be the leader of a brand new civilization.
I am a Crip. Yeah.
I am a king.
victim.
I'm a father.
I'm a fighter.
I'm a friend.
I am a son.
I'm a lover.
I am a storyteller.
I'm a professor.
I'm a visionary.
I am an activist.
I'm a student.
And I'm a leader.
I'm a teacher.
I am a educator.
I am a provider.
I am history.
I am a black man.
Survivor.
But I am resilient.
So they are wondering, which one of you told the Lord God that they could bear this much? Which one of you told him that they could feel this much pain and still survive? But they still survive.